Yes, hello David, thank you very much. Lewis against Pipe for the unenviable task of facing Michael van Gerwen in the second round here
46.
at the World Matchplay. And well, there's some evidence of the nerves that are affecting young Jamie Lewis. Got to settle down quickly. Justin Pipe, vastly experienced on the TV stage, would justifiably be favourite, but John and I were commentating
96.
on Simon Whitlock's victory on the opening day here, talking about how long it had been since he won a big TV ranking match, and the same could be said for Justin Pipe. It's been a long
45.
time between drinks for Pipe. He's really struggled in the TV events over the last year or so.
Yeah, and you know, once you start on that slide where you're losing some, and even if you're doing well on tour periodically, it's hard to just forget about it, to approach the stage and play a good game.
140.
I think here, though, he really does have a big edge over the youngster with the experience, and you know, he should feel quite good about this as an opportunity.
60.
We'll talk more about Pipe's trials and tugs and tribulations in the TV events as this game goes on. Suffice to say that, looking back, John, you have to go back to the World Championship before last of 2014 before he won a game in a PDC major ranking event. But he started well enough here. And Jamie Lewis looked edgy on the walk-on. I'm afraid looks nervous on the stage as well in these early moments with the darts in this first leg.
95.
Yeah, well, if he wasn't nervous in general, certainly
125.
Pipe being on a chance for a 12-dart leg isn't helping him much. He's got 25 the first dart, so it'll be treble 20 for tops. No. Just a little high, so we'll have to settle for leaving double 10. And against throw, 235 ahead. That's how poorly Lewis has performed in the leg.
Real
96.
solid, steady
Justin,
start
20.
for Justin Pipe. Possible 13 darter against the throw in this opening leg.
Game shot
Well
the first
done.
leg. Justin Pipe. Second leg
Really
is
is
just in the throw
the darter
first.
experience.
Game on.
Impressive indeed from Pipe.
Of course, Pipe very methodical, and that's how he approaches his dart game. He doesn't get too rattled
60.
if he misses this and that. He'll might give a little facial expression, but it's just every dart is its own throw, and he keeps at it pretty relentlessly.
100.
A bit of a slow tempo of evolving here for Lewis, and maybe good for him to get his focus a bit, but you wonder if he's following Pipe a little bit in tempo. It can happen where whoever you play, you either get quicker or slower.
Lewis is very much a rhythm player anyway.
140.
The Welshman representing his country for the first time at the World Cup of Darts in Frankfurt last month with Mark Webster, surprisingly beaten in the opening round by Hong Kong, but
95.
he needs a pace of the game to suit him.
Well, yeah, you see an example there with a perfect first dart. He didn't really have the rhythm to just rat-a-tat the other couple in, and they end up only with the 95.
$55.
Is it difficult to adjust to playing a, as you describe it, methodical player, a slow player?
Well, it depends who you are. I guess people like to get on with it. I think that the real task is when you're nervy, like Lewis is apparently here. He has the appearance of it. We can only assume how he really feels, but when you feel like that, you get all that extra time to think back there, waiting. That's the real harm. It's not necessarily the actual physical throwing of the darts where you get affected. It's when you're inactive and you're waiting to play, and you know, you just can't get out of the funk you're in.
Are you talking from experience?
And many a time
97.
I lost to
to
slow players. And, you know, the first two I had problems with on the PDC circuit were Dennis Priestley and Dennis Smith as well. He could be quite torturous to play, and especially if they were with Dennis Smith, he'd always get the last dart in double, even if he had 3 darts at it, it'd always be the last one. You know, agonizingly.
72.
Well, a chance here for the young Welshman to level up. Number 16, 1 dart.
40. Justin Uruguay 71.
First to 10 to play Michael van Gerwen in the last 16 of the match play. That's a lovely dart. Same target, double 16. Different result though. 2 out of 2 on the doubles.
Jamie to throw first.
Justin Pipe averaging 100 early on. Importantly, 2 legs to the good.
Yeah, quite excellent finish there.
60.
To hold throw as it is. And now we'll look to get ahead and try and get another break.
Well,
108.
it may be methodical, but it's very effective. Justin Pipe, who has twice reached the quarterfinals of the match play, 2012 and 2013, lost to Baxter and then to Phil Taylor. As I mentioned, struggled over the last year or 18 months with a succession of first round exits in the big TV majors.
55.
Certainly affected his confidence. Back at number 16 in the world.
Well, we see it, you know, that's the way it works. Obviously,
140.
to get up to the level to play on television, you have to be playing well to break through and get these opportunities. So eventually you start to lose more than you win, and it's how that affects you and how you react to that determines whether you're a player a long time in the game or not. And you know, Justin doing quite well, battling through, I believe, because he's doing fairly well in the tour. He's consistent and he is methodical. You know, he's proven the quality is there. It just, you know, he has to get his head. He has to believe in himself really more than he had to in the first couple of years of his prominence. And that's the case for any player. And we all face that wall as you come in. You are winning because that's why you're moving up the ranks. But eventually it stops.
How about this?
111. Jamie Uruguay 65.
Well, he must get this, get on the board, just relax a little. 25 for tops. Which way will he go? 14 for double 16 maybe, or 6 for tops?
Like, if you're a little nervy, you go for 6 because you can hit the 10.
Yeah, 10. For double 18,
29.
and well, he had a chance.
Justin Uruguay 18.
Well, this for 3-0. You never felt that he felt he was going to get that.
Well, sometimes if you play safe, you lack the aggression you need. It's a good marker to move next to. Well, he went next to it, but the wrong side. And it's a little awkward now with the way that's bent. Couldn't quite get past it.
Jamie Uruguay
Right on the wire
36.
again. You have to say, Justin, fairly unlucky with that effort.
Well, this may be a bit of a game changer. Justin Pipe missing 4 darts.
Game on.
To go 3-0 up. And 2-1 it is. Yeah, interesting talking about the world rankings and how things change as it stands, Raymond van Barneveld, 5 times world champ, comes to the World Matchplay out of the top 16. He's currently number 17 in the world.
100.
Barney, of course, plays Andy Hamilton in the first round. It's a big game for both.
Yeah, I think Andy just got the last spot of qualifying as well. He's did well to get
140.
himself in, and he's not one to squander an opportunity either. I can believe that Raymond will have his hands full there.
$140.
As you can testify to, it is very difficult, isn't it? When you're playing catch-up and you're looking at the world rankings and trying to protect your position. And you're chasing the money all around the world just to try and stay in that elite top 32.
Well, I cheated a bet. You know, I won world championships, and that because of the ranking system being based on money earned, that is usually quite significantly moves you up the table. And you know, although I sunk down a few times, I got up that way. But you know, that's you can't count on that to move up the ranking. And if you're not winning a world title, it is a slow, methodical process, and you to be unflaggingly good for at least 2 years, and usually more, because you need to establish yourself firmly in the other players' minds that you are a danger.
Treble 17 for Justin Pike. Bullseye for Justin Pike.
136.
Oh, terrific stuff again.
Jamie McGuire, 170.
Justin, good effort. Lewis will be hoping he gets the shot for a bull as well, but needs 2 treble 20s first. Oh, that's good, and he's looking like he has a little bit of rhythm in this shot. Oh, just deflected.
134.
Low. Pressures Pipe.
Justin McGuire, 25.
No room for error. He must hold his throw to move ahead 3-1, or he risks Lewis probably leveling the match.
Well, there's 4 doubles to go 3-0 up. There's 2 darts in his hand here to extend the lead to 3-1. He was a long way off with that.
21.
He's missed his last 6 darts at double. This for 2-2. Well, I'm sure he wasn't convinced he'd get the chance, Jamie Lewis, but it's a case of you miss and I'll hit. Justin Pipe and Lewis at the moment. 2-0 to Pipe. It's now level at 2 apiece, and the Welshman visibly growing in confidence, isn't he? Throwing for a lead at the first break.
And pace has quickened a little bit for him on his throw.
125.
You feel like Lewis is now, he's playing the darts now. He's not worried about the atmosphere of the room. He's not worried about anything but trying to win this match.
$57.
A real buzz around the Winter Gardens. The atmosphere just dropped a little after that fantastic game between Ian White and Stephen Bunting. When it goes quieter, are you aware of that?
59.
Can you hear the crowd?
Well, you can hear more in the crowd, but I don't think there's anything in particular that would be catching their attention. They're well focused on just trying to play and win at this stage of the game.
60.
Lost a little rhythm, I think, Justin Pike.
He does have a rhythm. It's just a very methodical kind of thing, and
97.
low key. But Justin, he almost more than any other player looks like he's actually putting the dart in the board when he's going well. It looks like there's no way he could miss the way he plays when he is hitting.
140.
Much better, he says.
Well, he'd love to break right back again and get the advantage. especially going to the break.
100.
If Pipe does lose this leg and Lewis holds on here, he'll have to go to the break thinking, how am I losing this match? There's no way I should be. And that might summon in the past failures in first rounds. And, you know, I wouldn't write him off for anything, not by any means. He wants to avoid it, and he's doing a good job here. Get the 64. Says here, think about that way you go for the Shanghai.
Oh, perfect timing from Pipe. But will it all count for Nout? It will if Lewis can hit tops.
100. Justin Uruguay, 64.
You could say he's earned the right with that maximum. This to regain the lead.
And hoping for 2 darts at double. The treble 16, and he's got that, so double 8.
Big leg to win.
48.
Well, he was 2 out of 2 on the doubles, Justin Pipe. He's now 2 out of 11.
Yeah, and his last 4 have all been about a 1/4 inch away. He hasn't really threatened, but that claims the 5th leg, Jamie Lewis.
He's cashed in, hasn't he, every time?
Justin at least keeps the scoring going. He's not going to, by any means, you know, give up the match. You have to have faith in percentages, and he knows he will hit finishes. He just has to keep getting the opportunities.
Lost in the first round of the last 7 PDC major ranking events, Justin Pipe. Incredible that his last win was at the 2014 World Championship when he beat Aaron Monk in the first round, then lost to Devon Peterson. Since then, a succession of exits all around the country. Jamie Lewis can sense an opportunity here. Momentum.
Well, it took him a while to get going with it, and yes, his confidence is growing. He's had the bit of luck with his opponent missing some doubles.
41.
So yes, the momentum is with Jamie Lewis. And he's looking to get another break here.
100.
I think you're right in what you said as well at the start of the game. The danger for Lewis was to get dragged into the pace and play off Pipe's coattails, but visibly he has tried to speed up
60.
when he's been at the octave. I think it's made a difference.
I think as a, you know, well, treble 19 here for double 12. This for 4-2.
Gauged on the 6th leg.
Clinical stuff that.
7th leg is Jamie to throw first.
Clever darter as well.
He's looking fully composed now. Entirely different man than the one that walked onto the stage at the start.
To put it simply, playing his own game.
Well, yeah, I was going to say that, you know, sometimes you have an identity of your own dart throw in that, but when you're playing against somebody, it is a danger that you can pick up some sort of habits or style or form just because they're ahead of you if you're watching them. And it's a good reason not to watch another dart player, especially if they're quite dissimilar to you in style or pace. It's easy enough to absorb the habits of those around you.
.57.
Will it be a case of just in time for Justin Pipe? At the moment, it isn't. 2-0 up. He's lost 4 on the spin, and Jamie Lewis here, favourite to make it 5 consecutive legs.
Yeah, he's not playing the best of legs on his throw here.
60.
He's had 1 treble and 9 darts, but where is he? He's well ahead, so he's getting away with it now, and this is where Pipe needs to press back and get the break. He does not want to see major lead develop, or a deficit in his case.
43.
Well, trouble at the moment for the 43-year-old from Taunton.
You know, in that 43, the darts weren't far off the target. I mean, he's battling luck and
100.
just concentrating the confidence to get where he knows he's going to hit it, and then it goes in, but he doesn't have that at the moment. He's doubting everything since it started with the doubles, and now it's crept into his trebling.
140.
That'll help settle him a bit. Also gives him sort of a chance in the leg. Almost pulling level. Lewis, different ideas, wants to hold throw. Playing very effectively with the 44.
Well, what a turnaround. Sunday afternoon here in Winter Gardens.
$99. Jamie Uruguay 44.
For another notch. Double 16.
James on the 7th leg.
2-0 down. 5-2 up.
Just in the throw first. Game
You
on.
have to say at the moment it really is all too easy for Jamie Lewis. Big turnaround. You would not have predicted this after the first couple of legs, but significantly for me, those 4 darts that Justin missed to go 3-0 up, and that would have been a double break of throw as well, and it's all changed since then.
Well, yeah, I mean, we so much talk about the advantage of throw and all that is a factor in what happens in a dart match, but I think here in several
77.
matches so far, we've seen a lot of run of legs, like 4 or 5 legs on the trot where guy's 3 up and then he's 6-3 down or something. And really, it's a lot more about who has the momentum than who has the throw in this particular tournament, the way it seems so far.
Agreed.
96.
Disappointed with that. There were 3 well-thrown darts. 23-year-old Welshman Jamie Lewis, who made his match play debut here 2 years ago, lost in a good contest to Kevin Painter.
60.
Kevin Painter missing the world match play.
Yeah, it seems quite odd. It's been around so long. The fixture. Not forced to watch this year.
100.
Sidelines.
Yeah, Painter, Wes Newton, Dean Winstanley, Ronnie Baxter, Andy Smith, Paul Nicholson.
100.
Just some other names who have been regulars here over the last few years. Just shows how competitive it is.
$96. Justin Uruguay 120.
Well, he's just sort of kept behind Pipe to keep the pressure on. Shanghai, though, should eat this up. Great first start. Gives him the opportunity. Needs tops.
100.
He's pulled it again. He's not even getting on the wires anymore. His opportunities at double, but it'll take a bit of magic here from Lewis to punish.
Well, that's good for starters. Single 16 maybe.
88. Justin
Well, he's
Uruguay
lost 5
20.
consecutive legs. Justin Pipe has to stop the rot here, you feel. Double 10. He's missed his last 10 darts at double. The
Games
double
on the
10
eight leg, just in
does it
time.
on this occasion.
Ninth leg is Jamie to throw first.
It's a
Game
hold
on.
of throw, but it's a crucial leg one.
Well, yeah, it certainly is a lifeline for him. He needed that desperately. He can refocus now, and he can
93.
actually get on the attack. Lewis, he's played very steadily the last while, getting a treble to turn and keeping himself in position to be able to do things and to punish. And that's what you have to do. If you're not
81.
playing spectacular darts, you must at least play a level where you're always somewhere in the picture. And that gets opportunities at times, and you have to expect or hope your opponent
60.
will give you some chances.
Well, it's 60 from Lewis. So the door is slightly ajar here for Pipe.
$100.
Well, yeah, just 100 there. It's a tense situation here, because if Pipe can get the break, he can then hold, and we're at 5-5 again. So the whole complexion of this match really is hinging on this leg, I feel, rather than the next one. He just needs to say to Pipe, I'm still confident, I'm going to hold my throw. You're not just going to reel off a number of legs like I just did.
Another one of those would be a beauty.
100.
Quite unlucky that last one.
We'll have to switch. Couldn't see much of that treble 20 bed, but it's very effective, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a great turn down to single, double. Right, thinking about trying to get a 180, well, a 140 to leave 80 then. He's got to kind of dance around that first dart. It's awkward for him. And indeed, he deflects off of it. May have been in, but no. He's only left 160, so not much pressure on the 77. It's 18 for tops to hold throw and move 6-3 ahead, tops.
Gibbs on the ninth leg. Jamie Lewis.
Well done.
10th leg is just in the throw first.
And what an important leg this is. All the pressure, I would suggest, is on Pipe here. You feel he has to hold going in to the break. And dealing with it admirably.
180.
That'll do nicely.
Yeah, let's see how Lewis responds. Of course, he can lose this leg and still feel pretty good about himself at the break, but he doesn't want Pipe to settle in either. Magnificent effort so far. Well, he needs to keep the focus. He's battling to stay in a match, to try and win this match, and all thoughts of 9 dart legs and such are really not the priority at the moment.
100.
Both still averaging around 94, 95. It certainly isn't shabby. 6 out of 10 on the doubles for Lewis, the big difference. Just 3 out of 13 for Pipe. Well, the frustration clearly visible on the face of Justin Pipe. Still a long way ahead in this 10th leg, thanks to that maximum, his third at the
58.
start.
Justin, you require 161.
Well, he missed a bull on this earlier. I don't know if he would have gone for it again, but thinking a little too much, perhaps.
60.
He's well ahead. He's trying to make sure of it, and then trying to make sure of it. Doesn't even get one treble. No answer from Lewis, though.
60. Justin Uruguay 101.
So double 16. A leg that he had to win.
69.
And surely will return to finish off.
Well, Lewis thinking 140 at the least. 180 would be a bonus.
140.
He'll take it.
Justin Uruguay 32.
There's a little pressure on the pipe darts here, bearing in mind what's gone before. Double 8. Oh, what an important dart this is now.
Game shot.
He knows it. Cool as you like. That is a big, big dart. Could well have been 7-3 in Jamie Lewis's favour. Now, I'm sure over the next half hour or so.
Yeah, well, Justin, where he really showed his class in the 10th leg was the 180 to start. Just saying, look, it's going to be really tough to break me. And it sort of winded Lewis's effort against the throw there. But in the end, still, Pipe just barely hung on and got that third dart on a double 8. So, who's confident right now? We're not too sure. I would think Lewis still feeling probably better than Pipe, obviously with the lead, but just in terms of form as well.
140.
He'll squeeze that one in the bottom corner. Good start to the leg.
Yeah, he's pushed out ahead against throw, and anytime you can do that, you're making your presence felt for sure with your opponent.
57.
There it is.
Tad concerning maybe for Lewis that his first dart has started to drop underneath the treble 20 bed, and too often, I'm sure for his liking, he's been forced round the board.
$85.
Well, he's a little surprised and disappointed with himself on that one. I was pretty sure he was about to get a 140, and I think he was too, and then just didn't follow through, and resulted in a 5, the third dart. And it's a bit of an opening back into his own leg for Lewis. Gets a ton, gets back ahead at least. Pipe's still an opportunity though. If he can get 140 here, needs 2 trebles really to get to a finish. So, but if he could do that, it's a good chance for a break and really get back in. Needs this treble 20.
100.
Very close.
A terrific evening session in store here at the match play. Dolan and Van der Voort, Jenkins and Shulovic. The world champ is on the stage. Gary Anderson against Steve Beaton.
121.
And James Wade, who has appeared in 5 finals here in Blackpool, against another match play debutant, the Australian Kyle Anderson. That's Sunday night's menu here at the 2015 World Match Play. 140 to leave.
140.
36.
Jamie Uruguay 128.
That was terrific from Justin Pipe. The perfect setup.
Well, Lewis hit the treble 18, the first dart on this one before, but this time he gets the second for double 10. To rescue his leg! What a brilliant outshot. Pipe did everything to be in a perfect position to break, but Lewis denies him. 2 treble 18s, double 10, and a 7-4 lead.
Well, Mr. Lewis, I doff my cap. That was exceptional at that stage of the game. Crucially important. Pipe must have thought it's going to be a one-leg game. Brilliant finish, 128.
Well, still, a concern for Lewis here is that Pipe is hitting 140s again. And the 180s probably
60.
aren't too far behind for him. He's found the treble 20 again. He's working hard to try and climb back into the match. He's not going to let that 1-2-8 out shut down his day. He's going to keep working.
Good adjustment. Had the line.
95.
The Welshman in the shape of Gerwyn Price to follow. That'll be a good game. Price against Michael Smith.
Yeah, that'll be two different styles as
81.
well, and interesting to see who can come out on top there, because they're both very good dart players. We know a lot more about Michael Smith on televised ones, obviously, but Gerwyn Price can
60.
really play a good game of darts, so that's going to be a tough one for Michael Smith.
It's a tough one for Justin Pipe.
And really, in that first session, he was looking so good,
100.
and he missed those doubles and really wasn't under the pressure to miss them. He just missed them and gave the opportunities up. And it's only himself to blame, really, to be in this hole, but he can still get out of it.
100. Justin Iroquois, 120.
Well, 100 not enough. No, just
80.
a little lapse in concentration. It flicked the flight. Surely should have been aiming high there.
Well, yeah, I mean, he could get away with it, but he could be under a little bit of pressure here.
100.
He is.
Justin Iroquois, 40.
Well, certainly more pressure than he would have hoped after that first dart hit the treble 20. So tops it is for Pipe. For another important hold of throw.
Game shot on the
7-5. The advantage though still with the
13
23-year-old
Jamie to throw first.
Welshman Jamie
Game on.
Lewis. Hold your throw. You're through. Easier said than done.
Well, exactly. He had to take out the 1-2-8 to do it last time. And a 180 to start here means it's going to have to be a really special effort from Pipe to try and get a sniff at the break. My Pipe played an excellent leg against throw last time, and it was on double after 12, you know, but of course denied the opportunity.
Jamie Lewis.
100.
The big difference between the players has been the finishing. Only missed 4, 7 out of 11. That's impressive.
Yeah, it is extremely
100.
impressive. That's something to be proud of, in fact, in any match.
Yeah, decent enough. Jamie Lewis has been an upward curve. And the finishing has been
100.
fantastic. That's where the difference lies.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, the early going there, a lot of those misses at double in the first, from the third to the fifth leg
60.
for Pipe, and really allowed Lewis to settle in and get comfortable and find a sort of rhythm for himself. And Lewis taking full advantage.
A flyer, a loose one.
$45. Jamie Iroquois, 161.
Well, Lewis here
87.
still very much in control of the leg. This would be arguably the biggest win of his career. He's appeared in 3 World Championships, lost in the prelim and lost in the first round twice.
35. Jamie
But
Iroquois,
he's been in
74.
it to win it. This would be a big victory in the second biggest ranking event in the world after the Ali Pali. This for 8-5.
54.
Justin's pace picking up a bit, and successfully.
100.
With that treble 20, the
Jamie
second
requires
dart.
20. Game shot the 13th leg. Jamie Lewis. 14 leg.
8 out of 13.
Game on.
8-5, 2 away.
Pipe significantly faster.
100.
It's only a ton, though. It's still getting the same sort of result.
Yeah, I've got to say, impressed with Lewis, because he was clearly affected by the nerves, and you can't blame him. You know, it's a big occasion for the young man when he walked on and just couldn't get into the match, but Pipe opened the door and Lewis barged through with that run of 5 consecutive legs from 2-0 down to take charge of this match, and showed immense bottle and no little skill with a fantastic 128 checkout in the 11th leg when Pipe was on a double.
Yeah, to hold his own throw, so that was the highlight for him. Well, for us in this match.
58.
The only high finish of the match, in fact, but you know, timing's everything. It was a crucial time.
All about holding his own throw.
100.
Justin Pipe broke the Lewis throw in the very first leg of the game. Since then, Lewis has been excellent
100
with the darts.
116.
He'd really like to finish this at 3. What's double 18? Doesn't need it, but it's just to make himself feel better, to get the confidence forward, to try and get a break here.
Jamie to throw first. Game on.
Brilliant.
140.
Well, he'll settle for that. 2 legs away from the biggest win of his career, Jamie Lewis. Is it going to be an 8th consecutive defeat in the first round of a big TV ranking event for Justin Pipe? He has it all to do, and he needs to step it up, and soon.
Well, yeah, these are the tournaments you want to do well and you want to get wins in. That's what helps you stay in the ranking. You know, and you know, we're talking. He's had that run of losses, but overall, he's still getting wins in the tour and or winning matches and doing well that way.
66.
But this side of the game has been a big question mark for him.
He had that spell of about 18 months when he reached a semi-final, he reached some quarter-finals in TV events. Can't buy a win in a major.
81.
No pressure from Pipe on young Jamie Lewis.
45. Jamie require 150.
That last dart was a dart thrown in anger and frustration.
Well, his last few turns, they've been very quickly throwing darts for Justin Pipe. At least double his normal speed.
100.
So he's just looking to try and find something somehow. Just nothing working.
41. Jamie require 54.
Two darts for double top to move 1 leg away from the second round. Just needs that one more leg.
Justin through first. Game on. 100.
Justin looking to change something. Needs some legs. It's a ton, but certainly a whole different style of pace about his game now.
140.
And he's getting them in. Justin always says to me, I play just as well practicing at any speed, but just feel more confident playing slower. But it looks like now he feels more confident getting on with it.
Now playing at double speed.
$60.
There's no point in not trying to do something. You're there to win a match.
I agree, yeah.
140.
Try anything you can to get your game going how you want.
Well, this is
44.
It's lightning-like for Justin Pipe.
Yeah.
Not sure it's working though.
No, because Lewis, with, well, 5 darts left now for 161. Needed a trouble really to leave himself good. He has hit it, so 84 left will be for the match if Pipe fails on this effort. He's still alive though, treble 19 for tops. For 157 out, double top to stay alive.
137.
Well, great effort. But I agree that there's nothing lost in Justin Pipe playing this way. But will he return? For the match, Lewis looks at the ball.
59.
It'll be interesting to see how he throws it double. Double 10 to stay alive. Bang in.
Game on the 16th leg, Justin Pipe. 17th leg is Jamie to throw first. Game on.
Well, it's carefree darts from Justin Pipe. No pressure, just trying something different. Lewis has missed 1 dart at the bull to win this match.
140.
That'll do nicely. What will we see from Justin Pipe here? Again, it's the pacey Pipe.
Yeah. It's kind of fun.
180.
Hey, I tell you something, if Pipe manages to come back and win this match, what's he going to do the second round?
Well, the 180 has piled the pressure on his young
86.
opponent. Good last dart, though, from Lewis. Oh, and the pacey Pipe is at it again. Well, this is incredible.
Electric!
Is this the day that Justin Pipe changes his darts throwing style forever?
Well, if he hits his 141, I can't see how he wouldn't.
100. Justin, you require 141.
Back-to-back 180s. Amazing. We've seen many players this afternoon hit 6 perfect darts.
60.
King and Bunting and White. But Pipe has given himself a great chance to keep this game alive.
You know, Lewis looking to leave himself on a double, and he will. So a lot of pressure on Pipe now for 81.
122.
But he didn't leave the double.
Justin, you
I
require
cursed him a bit.
81.
He missed the big 15. Double 6 to stay in it.
69.
Been a great effort from
Jamie
Pipe, but will it be
53.
enough? Lewis for the match. Already had 1 dart at the ball to win. Oh, and that's 2 consecutive big numbers that he's missed. The big 15 to leave tops, and now he's missed the 13. 1 dart only.
37.
Nerves,
Justin, you
pure
require
and simple.
12.
Nerves.
And the chance Justin probably never expected for double 6. He should be relaxed enough. I say that, he's trying to save his match play life. He's double 3.
9 score. Jamie requires 16.
He's got another unexpected chance here, Jamie Lewis. Incredible tension.
Game shot.
A double 4. Does it for Jamie Lewis. Justin Pike loses for an 8th consecutive time in a TV major in the first round. But for Jamie Lewis, the biggest win of his career. And he will play Michael van Gerwen in round 2.